everyone, my name is Edie, I'm a developer, and today I want to talk about a really important topic, is how not to lose your professional skills if you're a developer in the era of vibe coding and AI, and how to do it smart if you decided to vibe code your first app and you don't want to go deep inside web development and coding. So let's talk about this, because when I just started to learn how to code, nobody even heard about ChatGPT and we didn't use it, and it was a really hard path. But I don't want to sound like this old school developer who doesn't want to agree that new technologies really changed the game. But let's talk about how to make it smart. So, despite the fact that I work as a full stack developer on some projects, I don't really like to do the front end part, because I started as a backend developer and I like backend and I work mostly on backend, so I consider myself as a backend developer mostly. So yeah, of course I use AI for the front end, and I remember 2 or 3 years ago when ChatGPT just appeared and started to be popular. I was trying to do this front-end part with AI, and I still do it, but now you can do really nice landing pages and web apps, and it gives you a simple but really clear and nice design. When I just started, it was awful. It looked ugly, and I'm not a designer, I'm not a front-end developer, so I was trying to deal with this by myself. But now the game really changed, and now you can do your web apps with vibe coding so easily, and I also use AI a lot when I code. So here's some rules I use, and maybe they're gonna be helpful for you if you just started to vibe code or you're a professional developer who doesn't want to lose their skills. And the first one is to use AI more as a tutor than as a helper. So instead of asking AI build you something, ask them to teach you how to build something. And it's really gonna be helpful. Also, if you're just vibe coding some web app and you're not really deep in coding, you don't know fundamentals, you don't know this language or whatever, I think now you can build whatever you want in a language you don't know, especially if you have some fundamental knowledges of computer science and coding. But still, if you just vibe coded something or you don't know what you coded, ask AI to explain this code line by line. So if I want to learn some new approach or some new language or anything, I usually do this. So I ask AI to build me something, to write some code and to explain it line by line. And if you read the explanation of the line and you don't understand something, some concept that it's explaining, or some words or anything, go and explain this. So you go line by line in the code, and you go deeper in every line, every concept you learn. I know it's gonna sound like you go through a rabbit hole, so it's like infinite loop where you're going and going and going and learning, but it really will help you to understand the concept, and you will better remember this code that you wrote, because you will understand, you will have some associations with that. And also, a very good thing is not just copy pasting. Of course, if you're working and you understand what is going on and you understand the code and you understand the concept underneath and so on, of course you can copy paste the code like we did before from Stack Overflow or anywhere else. But if you don't really understand what you're doing, try not to copy paste. Try to write it down, try to code it yourself. Try to repeat, and when you feel that you don't understand what you're repeating, again, try to learn, go deeper, ask AI to go with you through it. So it will be really helpful, and you will learn a lot, and you will not lose your skills, especially if you're not a 10 years professional. Of course, if you're 10 years professional, it's not a big deal for you. But if you just finished university, or you just started to code, or you're just learning, it's really important so you will remember what you do. So if you want to build something safe and scalable and sustainable, you have to understand at least fundamentals. You have to understand what are you coding. Because me as a developer, I understand line by line, every line that AI gives me. But even then, when I copy paste some code, I see some bugs and start to debug it, and sometimes I don't understand what is going on in my code, where is the mistake and so on. It's me who have the experience, but if you just started to code by with AI and you're just vibe coding, trust me, you would never build something really safe and sustainable. like something big. Of course, you will build some calculator app, but that's not what you want, I guess. So yeah, it's better to learn. So it's really cool that you have the possibility to learn faster, to build faster. For example, for me, when I started to learn how to code, it took like 6 months to build some first app. It was like so hard and so long, but now you can do it in days. But still, you have to learn. And me as a developer, I learn every day, and I still feel stupid. I still feel that I don't know anything. So yeah, vibe coding is cool, but that it doesn't give you a really valuable product that will work in production. Another thing is read the documentation. So even though you can like feed it to AI and ask AI to do some work for you, to connect some APIs and so on, but still, you will be in the situation when AI goes through the same loop when it can't solve the problem. And the only thing how you can solve it is to go to the Stack Overflow or to go to the documentation. And it's really important that you are at least trying to find information by yourself. Because if you just always feed it to the AI, you will not remember that. So you will always come back to the... I don't know if it's a problem really, because I don't think we're ever gonna code without AI anymore. But still, if you want to understand the fundamentals, understand the basics, understand your code, and not to lose your professional skills if you are a developer, try to at least sometimes read the documentation and find the answers there, and not just asking AI all the time. Always rotate between AI and non-AI sessions. So spend at least 30-60 minutes a day to code by yourself without any assistance. And if you're trying to build some new app or new concept or new function, at least try yourself to explain this, to make the concept, to make the basic code by yourself. And the important part and another rule is let AI help with implementation, but always drive the data modeling, architecture and technical trade-offs by yourself. Because if you outsource this thinking part, you become just a prompt operator, not an engineer. So if you jumped right into vibe coding, nothing's gonna stop you, but at least try to learn the fundamentals, try to learn by the way you are building. So in like 2 years, you could build really scalable big products. And if you are a developer already, don't let AI make you lose your professional skills. Write in the comments how do you deal and balance in this AI era and what rules do you have.